Greetings, this is your friendly neighbor Lunatic coming in with a quick channel update for everybody. So I don't think this stream will be very long, but I wanted to let you know what I'm thinking about doing with the channel. So I think that I am going to go back to the original roots of this channel and refocus on Jordan Peterson for a while. So the channel originally began in the long ago times when a mysterious man named Andrew started sorting myself out based around Jordan Peterson's self-authoring program. Even when he was running the channel, I noticed towards his later material was moving away from Peterson to a certain degree, as in he began talking about other subjects more, although they were all related to the general self-help and him sorting himself out. He decided to stop doing the channel. Ryan and I took it over, and while we continued to promote the self-authoring program and we maintained the self-help angle, we did diverge from Peterson. We began to be more broadly self-help, although we did continue to discuss Jordan Peterson sometimes. We began going in a new direction. We built up the community. Then Ryan retired from the channel, and once it was just me, it veered even further away, and towards the end, it really had nothing to do with Jordan Peterson whatsoever anymore. Then tragedy struck when COVID took me down and gave me brain damage and chronic fatigue, and I disappeared for a while. Recently came back to give an update, and those of you who remember me expressed that you would like to see some more content from me if I'm feeling up to it. I love how genuinely caring you are, because everyone who expressed that did it in a way of like expressly saying, hey, if you're not up for it, then thanks for the update, and God bless. We don't want you to force yourself. Excuse me. Okay, so and they also expressed when I said I don't know what kind of content I would do now, it was expressed to me that they really just missed seeing me. I know that podcasts can be a sort of friendship simulator, and so some of you have a circuit wired in your brain where when you see me on the screen, your brain reacts the way it does when you see a friend. Also, in the community, we started doing group events and I did private sessions, so I genuinely am a friend for some of you out there watching. But anyway, I didn't know what direction to take the channel. I had spontaneously spoken up about where I diverged with Jordan Peterson's newer stuff. I made a few comments about that and then was intending to move on. I definitely do not want to become a channel based around criticism, but I didn't know where else to go. And so thinking about it, I have decided to loop back around to the beginning and focus on Jordan Peterson for a while. For anybody who's had it up to their eyeballs with hearing people talk about Jordan Peterson, don't worry, this won't be a forever thing. I'm just thinking about the immediate future. I'm going to see how this goes. If it doesn't work out, I'll stop doing it. If it does work out, I'll keep doing it until I get bored and it feels tedious. So no matter how well it's going, I will eventually get bored of this focus, and what I do after that is future Mercury's problem. That's not my problem at all. So I'm going to leave that up to future me to figure out what to do after this phase. I would expect this phase will last a couple weeks to a couple months at most. So if you miss me, but you don't want to hear about Peterson, check out for a couple months, then come back and see what future me's doing. At that point, I'm going to leave myself open to whatever comes to mind. It could be totally unrelated nonsense. As far as how I'm going to come back on focusing on Peterson, as I'd said before in my update, I have not paid much attention to him in quite some time. So it's been long enough that I think I could go back and revisit some of his old material and watch it again, especially with the brain damage I have. I've forgotten more than I used to know about Jordan Peterson. So I think I may be able to watch some of his old material. And so I'm thinking one thing I could do is just go right back to the original roots of the channel, do what Andrew did, and if I find any fantastic gems in his old material, I might post some clips of that stuff to try to get it viewed again, because I think that's much better for people than all of the political controversy and divisive stuff that seems to be drowning out his original psychological work. I think I will also balance that with sometimes checking in on any new Peterson material that comes out that I think might be interesting. Like I was watching Sam Harris today, and he said he's going to be talking to Jordan Peterson. I definitely find that one interesting. So when there's something new, because I find that his newer material is where I diverge, even though I used to try to hold myself to just turning up the volume on the positive and not criticizing, I think I can do this with love and in a good way. So even when I disagree with Jordan Peterson, I love him. I love everyone watching. I've done so much agapic meditation that I can genuinely feel love for all of creation. So I am in no way judging him as a person. The changes in his behavior are due to the circumstances he's been in. I think he's always come at this the best he can. Well, actually, I don't believe in free will, which most people dislike. So I genuinely talk as if there's free will. But when it comes down to it, not only for me, really, not only did he do the best he can, he did the only thing he could do. The idea in physics of a block universe does not bother me. So I think going forward, there may be a mixture of a few different things, but it will all be focused on Jordan Peterson. This will help me because if I have no idea what kind of content to make, and I think of those of you who've said you want some new content, it's way too wide. I have no idea what to do. Sometimes giving yourself restrictions actually opens up creativity. So I'm going to give myself this restriction of refocusing on Peterson. Then when I think to myself, I really want to do something for those people who missed me, I can go check out some Peterson content, see if anything comes to mind, and either do a live stream about it or make a clip. I also am recently playing with AI animation, which is fun. And so I think I'm going to continue to post some shorts. I posted one, it didn't get much attention. The channel is not, or the algorithm, is used to long form content with my channel. So it doesn't seem to be throwing out the short. But if you're curious, I'm playing with the idea of making some funny short videos just for the fun of it using ChatGPT Sora. So if you're interested either in video animation and what can be done using ChatGPT Sora, or you're interested in seeing just some comedic videos, I think that's what I'm going to go for. Check out the shorts on this channel because they won't necessarily get recommended. The first one was obviously a Peterson meme. I don't know that my shorts will be entirely Peterson focused, but because I'm going to do the refocusing, going back to the beginning, and focusing on Jordan Peterson, there is a possibility that I'm just going to make some funny short animations involving the various concepts associated with Jordan Peterson. So Kermit the Frog, slaying dragons, Red Skull, who knows? So if you are interested in that kind of short form content, check out our shorts in the future. If you're interested in exploring some of the old lost material from Peterson's really early stuff, I intend to put out some clips of some good stuff. And if you're interested in hearing criticisms of, like, criticisms done in love, constructive criticism, criticizing behavior, not the person, and discussing why it disappoints me, then tune in for when perhaps I do live streams or do material based on new things that Peterson's putting out. I may also do some podcasts with people discussing Peterson or self-authoring related stuff. And let's see, anything else? There may also be some random stuff mixed in. I'm not saying I will restrict myself. If I feel motivated to come on and talk about something else, I will. But I notice that if I don't have a reason to make content, at the moment, I've got no natural drive to do so. The drive to produce more content originally started when I did that quick update, was going to disappear, and some of you expressed that you'd like to see more of me. So that's what led me to this decision. If it doesn't work, I will give up on it. If it's not working, I will also definitely give up on it as soon as I get bored. Also, this is not a promise. This is not a guarantee. This is what I'm thinking of doing right now. For those of you who know me, I have chronic fatigue. I could get too tired to follow through, and I could even, I don't know, or something else happens in life. And if it's too draining for me to even do a video explaining why I'm not following through, I will totally allow myself to just disappear. So there's not too much pressure on me. Also, if we're being honest, there's totally a chance that I will see some pretty butterflies go by. I will run off chasing them, get entirely distracted, and forget about coming back to do this. So this is not a promise. This is an intention. I think I'm going to take the channel in this direction. That's what I'm planning right now. And I thought, why not pop on, give you guys this channel update so you know what to possibly expect in the future. And additionally, this is me here making content. So for any of my old friends or old community members who get a little dopamine rush just from seeing my face, hello, I hope you're doing well. I hope this was pleasant. I think I have nothing else to say about this. So God bless, lunatic love to all, and we'll see what happens.